Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm Lady Nika, and we're gonna talk about last night episode of the Have and Have Nots. Before we get on to the review, y'all know we still around here. We try to help one another out as we can, and since I'm the vessel, we use me to try to get the word out. Now, y'all know we still running the campaign, the medical campaign for little 7-year-old Matea who has vocal papilloma. That's a form of cancer, and her family has been going through some hardships. So I'm going to link her campaign down in my description box. If you have it within your capabilities, please help her out. If you cannot, it's fine, honey. Just send some prayer, because the word is when there are one or two gathered in my name, I'm there. Also, we have Anita Brewer. She's a love thing, a member of the family down here. She's going through some kind of financial hardships awaiting her certification. She passed the MBLEX, MBLEX certification for the state of California, and she kind of going through some things, trying to hold everything together, working part-time, getting part-time wages until she can get her certification completed. So if you have it within your heart and you would like to help these two young ladies, these two families, then feel free to do so. Down there in the description box will be the links for both campaigns. Again, you're not obligated to do shit. I just do this out the kindness of my heart. When I see that a need is there, I will come in and I will at least talk about it and let you know what's going on and in these people's lives, because we face obstacles, each and every one of us, every day. The struggle is truly real out here, so don't feel like you're obligated. But if you have it within your heart and your financial situation to be able to bless these families, please do so. That's all I have to say about that. Y'all know. Now, last night, baby, let me tell you something. Crystal Fox and a Tyler Perry. I'm gonna need y'all. I need y'all nominated for something. I don't know what these type of shows right here get. I don't keep up with. All I keep up with BET, Billboards, Grammys, Oscar, that type of shit. I don't know nothing about the Emmy Awards. The Emmys. I said Grammys. That's what I meant. But I don't really keep up with the TV show awards that come on no more. I know there are some out there, and honestly, I believe that Tyler Perry and this woman, Crystal Fox, who plays the character of Hannah Young, should definitely receive some form of recognition. And I look forward to seeing Crystal Fox in other projects as time goes on, because the have and have nots ain't gonna be forever. Balls till the wheels fall off, but once they fall off, I know we're gonna see her somewhere else. This woman is a great actress. I be giving Hannah the blues sometimes, because she do what a lot of Christians do. They tend to use that Bible and at people. They throw stones at folks, and they forget that once upon a time they lived a worldly life as well, and you gotta know how to. It's a way that you can bring people to the word or to God, but you have to be. It's about tact, and sometimes I think Hannah fails to have tact when she should have some. If people feel like they on the offensive because you coming at them, I mean on the defensive because you coming at them with this word and trying to make them think that they the worst of the worst, it don't work that way. It's very counter effective to what the goal is overall. I feel like we need to be more proactive than reactive when it comes to stuff like that. You gotta watch how you come to people, because everybody got the power of choice nowadays, blacks included, even though it don't seem like it, but we do have the power of choice. And sometimes we turn people off by being too holier than thou, and that's been my issue with Hannah. It ain't that she ain't saying was right, it's just her approach to it, and her seeming to forget, although that your eyes have been open to the sins of this world, everybody hasn't reached that level yet. So you got to remember, put yourself back in the place of what your daughter, because that's her main problem, Candace, what her daughter might have been going through, or what her daughter is going through, because you should remember not so long ago it was you. That's my only problem with Hannah. That's the only problem I really have with her. But last night when I tell you she evoked some emotions in me, baby. She had me sitting up on my daughter's couch crying. I'm not ain't gonna lie, I had punked out, y'all. I punked out. I went from being a strong bitch to a weak hoe. I shouldn't have even said that. I called it. Okay. Forget I said that. Y'all know I be trying to be right on these videos, okay? But yeah, she was struck. Child, she told me up. She told me up, okay? So we're gonna start back at the hospital. Remember, Katie asking Veronica, why they there, and Veronica don't want to tell her we down here because Melissa done slit her damn wrist and tried to kill herself because I've been such a bitch to her. She don't want to tell her that. She's had it's complications with the pregnancy. Pregnancy. Yes, that's Jeffrey's fiance. That's the problem right there. Your son is 100% gay, girl. What is wrong with you? So then, they gon' exchange insults a little bit more. I didn't, child. I like the fact that Katie ain't weak for Veronica stuff. She don't let her get the best of her, and I feel her that. Okay, I feel that. Let me see what else happened. Okay. Then we see Wyatt. Child, they rolling Wyatt in on the wheel in the wheelchair. Child, he looked like he just threw. Like, I mean, child, send the flowers, dig the hole. He is that type of through, okay? And Catherine, she arguing with Veronica. She didn't notice her child over here being rolled in like the Walking Dead, and so she over there berating the nurse, Polar Anna, trying to find out what's going on. Now, see, in this episode, in this scene, I feel like Catherine, if she would have hushed, she would have gathered an understanding a whole lot sooner than what she did. But if I have to understand, put myself in her place, I'm a mom too. So I know that when something's wrong with one of them eggs, baby, you need immediate response. Even though if she'd have shut up, she'd have got there. In that moment, them answers weren't coming fast enough. So that's why she was giving that girl a hard time, only for Jeffrey to get her in a place, because she knows who Jeffrey is, where he can talk to her and explain, look, this is a nurse, Anna, the doctor, and her have been trying to help Wyatt through detoxing. He trying to stop messing with the drugs and things like that. But see, Catherine, she's scared. She know her son almost died due to an overdose, and now she's seeing him looking like he less than, on the verge of, we doing some flower singing and some slow singing and flower bringing. So that's what she was scared of in that moment. So she wasn't allowing herself to process what was being said to her. But when she calmed down a bit, when they told her that he was detoxing and that he chose to come to them, they didn't come to him, because she did speak about he had been in several different rehabilitation centers previous, and it didn't work. Now you got Veronica evil ass coming through talking about he hung over on drugs, it ain't gonna work. She being a naysayer, and you expect them can, because it's always, the devil is always somewhere close and nearby. So we not gonna pay Veronica much attention as no one else did in this scene, child. Okay, amen, amen, honey. Now, what Catherine came to understand is that he's trying. She also had to be told by Jeffrey, you can't see him, but see, he has triggers, and whether you think you are one or not, you are. You want him to do right, and he don't want to do right now. So you upset him. You're a cause of upset for him. So in order for him to get stabilized, and we can get this drugs and stuff, get this addiction under order, we gonna need you to stay away. You can't come around him right now, because we don't need him to relapse completely. So she finally understood that when Jeffrey explained it to her. She just wanted Jeffrey to keep her informed, and he promised that he would, and she was all right in that moment. I said, all right then, that's what I'm talking about. Get some understanding. That's what we need. Okay, we got Benny and Hannah next. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit off, y'all. I'm tired. Y'all know this also the week that I have my infusion, so energy is on low, honey. But Benny and Hannah, they still sitting there, you know, kind of kind of just drained. It's like you in shock. You can't believe it. She worried about how she gonna be able to bury him because he ain't got no insurance or nothing like that. And Mitch tell her, Miss Hannah, you ain't got to worry about it. We gonna make sure that he gets buried, you know, properly. You ain't got to worry about that. Then she's telling him about call such and such funeral home, and they'll be able to work out, be able to help us pretty well. And she named someone else. I was assuming it might be that little girl that died when why you hit her with the car. I think that might be her name. What her name, Josephine? Because that's the name they use. I don't know. I would have to go back, but I just assumed that what she talking about. Even if it wasn't child, y'all know we all have been there and done that. We done all had to pull together money, robbing Peter, trying to pay Paul just to be able to make an arrangement to be able to bury our loved ones. And for those of y'all who haven't had that struggle in life, congratulations. I'm glad for you, but a majority of us have, myself included, making payment arrangements, running GoFundMes and all that stuff. That's why it's very important that we as black people especially, we need to have some form of insurance on ourselves, if we can. I admit, I ain't no better than some of the slackers either. I went years without having adequate insurance because before, when it finally hit me that I need to do it because I know I have a pre-existing condition, and I know my insurance be a little bit higher, because it's hard to get insurance when you got pre-existing conditions, but it is, you can do it. You'd rather pay now than your family to be embarrassed and trying to scrape money together to pay later. And you can get a fairly decent funeral uh, package for, like maybe $6,000, $7,000. You at the most you might pay maybe $550, something like that. You can, you ain't trying to shit, bitch. You ain't trying to act like you on imitation of life with the wagon and the horse and all of that stuff. You're not trying to do that. You just trying to be put down reasonably. I mean, from dust you came, from dust you shall return type of thing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to put on no production. We just trying to say bye. That's it. So they need to do that. We need to do that as black people. We need to work on that insurance thing. Don't be around here not have no damn insurance. Then your family got to be pulling money out their ass, making arrangements with people, selling off their properties and stuff or whatever, or possibly running a GoFundMe or something. That you don't want that for your family. Go on handle it while you alive, because I know it may be a little bit more expensive, but I mean, think about something we waste money on every day. We waste coin every day on some. So instead of wasting that coin on something that you don't really need, spend that money toward paying for your final, situations and things like that. I'm sorry I got off track, but I'm back now. Okay. Benny, Catherine makes it to Benny. Okay, he glad he leave her and Hannah to have that moment. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is the moment. Okay. Man, you can tell how everything come full circle for real. Because not too long ago, this was Hannah who was giving Catherine the support that she needed. And that's what they did in this moment. The tables turned. The tables turned. And Hannah wasn't able to receive it at first because, see, Hannah had given her that same advice about the emotions coming in waves and being able to be okay with the situation that has happened to you. Hannah was saying that because she looking at it like, y'all done did some stuff in life, you know what I'm saying? And y'all might be needing to be punished a little bit, and this might be the punishment. But with any punishment, there's an opportunity for redemption because we serve a loving God, and He will forgive you if you come to Him right. You can't play no stunts and shows with the man. You got to go on and tell him what it is that you want and live by what you say. When you apologize and repent, you can't go back to doing what you did before. You got to stay on course and do your best you can. Now, He know that we gonna slide sometime. He give us room for slide. He do. He giving it to me right now. But you just gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? If you slide, you slide. But see, Hannah forgets that sometimes She done slid before. And just because you done been delivered don't mean you ain't got to pay for when you slid, okay? You don't know what form of your payment how it's gonna come to you, and you don't know the day or the hour that he gonna choose. Just because he don't get you in that moment don't mean you ain't gonna be got in the next moment, okay? So Hannah, when she was telling Catherine that, she looking at what Catherine them done been involved in, and all the drama that they have going on, in the dirt, and you know, all kinds of shady undercover stuff be going on with the criers and stuff. She forgot that once upon a time Hannah did some things that God didn't like, and you know, like I said, you don't know the day nor the hour where you gonna have to what you call it, answer for that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know, so she had to realize what this woman was saying, and baby, did it, them feelings, them emotions, that wave of emotions that you go through, it hit Hannah in that moment. He gone. I'm okay, but he gone. It also hit her. Lord, I do the best I can. I try to do right, you know. Again, you forgot you didn't always do right, Hannah, and you don't know the day or time that you got to pay for it. All we know is that the words say you reap what you sow. You don't know when he gonna make you reap it, okay? I mean, you know, you don't know. You just gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be what you gotta be in that moment. You gotta be able to understand that bad things just happen to good people. But we all wasn't always good people. Sometimes we we didn't had our moments where we not so good people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that it's a payback for Hannah, but it's something for you to think about. It's a thinking piece, baby. That's all it is. And them ways came to where she went to Holland. He gone. Because she had to accept the fact that he ain't coming back, you know. He's a baby, for the most part. I gave him the best life. I know he went through something. I was trying to give him the best life. I try to do right by people. I try to live according to, you know, your word. And of all people to have to suffer, why me and why him in that moment? But we can't question why. All we have to do is what Catherine said: learn a new normal. And that's something right now Hannah can't see. You know, that scene was very, 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 very deep. Uh, Catherine had tried to warn Betty, don't try to get her. Because, see, Catherine been there, done that. She seen the calm before the storm. She seen Hannah going through 4 and 5 different emotions sitting right on the side of her. And she told Catherine, I mean Hannah, girl, you going to feel that way. And then people going to really piss you off because they going to come to you and say all kinds of things that they don't necessarily mean any harm by it, but they don't know what to say to a person in that moment. So they say ridiculous stuff like, God, you loved them, but God loved them best. Or God needed an extra angel so he can't. Y'all know the stuff people say to you, that they trying to be of comfort to you. Instead of just telling you, let it, you know, don't hold it in, let it go. It's all right. I understand. I'm here with you. We don't know what to say in that moment, so we say some of the most ridiculous things, and we don't mean no harm, but it's pissing the person off that you telling them, because yeah, God may love that person, but I wanted my grandson. I wanted him to grow up, and that's why she said he'll never, you know, he'll never grow up. He'll never have a good life. You know, she named off a lot of things he would never be able to do, and she carrying the guilt, the feeling like, what more could I have done when in actuality there wasn't nothing else she could have did. She did all she could do, you know, in that moment. Okay, so we have to let them have that moment. She had her moment. Benny tried to hold her. Catherine said, "No, let her feel this, cause she need to." And while she feeling it, we gonna go over to the hotel, cause Candace come out her bathroom at the hotel, and Oscar sitting there. She talking about getting out. Get out right now. He said, I pay for this room, first of all. And secondly, I'm trying to get you to come in and work with me so that we both can make this money. Hell, you can even be first lady. She looked like she was somewhat in, you know, kind of like took off. She was some kind of way impressed that he said that to her till he hit her with 8 years. You know, we going to have to bring him down. She said, look, he said, look, I work for some very powerful people. This man seemed like he, you know, the best thing since sliced bread, but he not. Okay? And I work for some powerful people who don't want him to sit in the White House, and I need you to help me. She said, so I'm you my pimp now. He said, no, but Oscar, yes, she is. Because she the one got to give her body up to play this man into whatever compromising position y'all might be trying to catch him in to make him pull out of the presidential election. Who you think you talking to? Somebody stupid? Candace is acting retarded, but she ain't stupid, okay? He talking about they can make plenty of money. She told her, girl, let me tell you something. You've been doing the game all the way wrong. He said, money begets power, not the other way around, Candy. She keep telling him to get up out of there, and he steady reminding her that he paid for it. He told her, he said, look, and I'm finna go, because I'm tired of talking to you anyway. This man gonna be here 3 more days. Once he gone, he gone back to Washington. Now, you can choose to get on the winning team, or you can stay on the broke team. Let that choice be yours, and he left her there, okay? Then we gonna go back over to the hospital. We gonna leave Candace and Hannah and Kate around there by themselves for a few minutes, cause we need the fellowship on this doctor who comes out finally to tell Veronica and Jeffrey that old girl Melissa is gonna be all right. She lost a whole lot of blood, but she gonna be all right. But we need to talk about possibly getting some counseling for her, because see, she done tried to kill herself, so clearly she's not thinking like she should be. Now, the whole time Doc is talking, Veronica evil ass don't want to hear nothing but, is the baby all right? That doctor was looking at her like, well, damn, you know that she is the mother that's carrying this baby. Don't she matter? She didn't want to talk about none of this. She didn't even want to go see the girl. And then the man suggested counseling. She said, oh, she don't need no counseling, because when I get through with this talking that I'm going to give her, she ain't never going to try no shit like this again. And I said, girl, somebody need to burn her at the stake. Somebody need to burn her at the stake. Girl, you do not have to be that damn evil. Have some compassion, ho. I'm sorry, Evangelist. That girl makes me mad sometimes, okay? She do. But anyway, no, she doing too much. Then Jeffrey say, I'm gonna go see her then. She gonna tell Jeffrey, no, you ain't. Why you all of a sudden concerned? Oh, you trying to go see why? He said, I'm gonna go see both of them. She talking about, this ain't the time for that. Come on, let's go. He told her, girl, please, and walked off. She talking about, Jeffrey, you can't do nothing with him, honey. You can't do nothing with him, because he at that point, he at that breaking point. He not already stabbed you in your chest and your implant. You might want to leave the boy alone before he lose his mind and go for the throat the next time, honey. Now, let's talk about Mama Rose and Jim. She done told him come down to their restaurant. She won't know who is what, because she know he know him. He explained the whole situation with Candace having war, kidnap him, take pictures of him in compromising positions. And she said, oh, you mean Candace, that little one that that little hoe you wouldn't let me kill? He said, yeah. He said she extorted money from me. She said, how much money? He said, 7.4. She said, oh, and she's stupid too, huh? So basically, she don't care about none of that. All she care about is, where is he at? Okay? Jim trying to tell her, Catherine, Mama Rose, you need to think about this. This war that you trying to rage, because she gave him an example of how mad she really is and the extent to which she's willing to go. And apparently whatever she did back then during the riot ain't something we want to happen here in current day. He's saying that, me and you have always looked out for one another. If you start something like on the level that you're talking about starting it, then that's going to cause me to be involved, and I don't need no problems right now. She ain't have but one fuck, and it wasn't to give to him. She had it for her grandson, because that's what this about. We sending out a message that you cannot mess with the Malones. She said, get him on the hotline bling. Jim did. Now he's sitting up in some apartment, look like in the PJs with some homies drinking some beers, right? Instead of him taking into account that Jim is trying to tell him, man, you done messed with the wrong people. First, you done let it be known that you done shot Candace's son and killed him, because he ain't even know that happened. Because Mama Malone said her grandson didn't even get, he didn't get hit. He just got shot at, okay? But you done admitted that you done killed this girl's son. And then you got nerve enough to be smart mouthing when the man telling you you messed up with the wrong people. You might want to get this right. You don't want to humble yourself in this moment. You're gonna say to him, you don't give a damn, and hang up in his face. Mama Malone said, get that phone. told her henchmen, one of her grandsons, get this phone and trace that number right quick. We need to know where he is. Jim, I'm done talking to you. You can go now, because this is going to happen. I take this right here. You best to find him before me then. And he said, well, what about the DA body? Because we still, they keep saying she missing. Mama gave him a look like, my name is Rose Malone. If I told you that was going to be tended to, it's going to be tended to. I ain't talking about DA girl about it right now. I'm talking about my grandson, Mitchell, who got shot at, dealing with your mess, your messy people. So, he got on about her face, okay? Then, um, Hannah and them getting ready to leave the hospital. Well, now, let me go back. Jim go outside and call David, the fixer. And he telling him, man, Mama Malone want war. I'm trying to tell war he ain't wanting this. He want to hang up in my face, and the war is now declared, okay? We need to get hold of that fool before she do. Now, let me ask you this. Is Oscar somebody we can trust? Because, see, we need to have somebody that we got something over their head so they do exactly what we say when we say it, okay? He say, well, we ain't really got nothing right now, but I can dig something up. He was on probation, but he off now. But I can look up stuff. We can trust him to do this. I think Oscar is the one Jim want to find boy before Mama Malone and her boys do. Okay, last scene of the night took us on to Benny and Hannah and Catherine and Mitch leaving the hospital. The police show up. Justin and some detectives show up, and they're wanting to ask Hannah questions about what had happened down at the hotel and the baby getting shot and everything. Okay, Hannah ain't really in the mood to do no talking. They trying to, Catherine is saying not right now. Benny is saying let her get herself together. The police is saying, look, it's fresh, so maybe she'll remember something now. She will later on forget. I need to ask her the questions, baby. Hannah ain't other mother stutter. She said, look, his name is Quincy. No, she said, yeah, she said his name is Quincy Mincy, something another, baby. No, I'm sorry. War, Mincy, Lewis, or whatever she said his name. She gave out the man address. She said the reason why he came in there and shot my grandbaby up is because he was looking for my daughter. And the detective said, well, why would he be looking for your daughter? She said, because she Candace younger, she evil, both of them is evil, and that's what happened. I ain't got nothing else to say, and they walked off. But see, officer wants to stop Benny and asked a question. Mitch was standing there with him. Y'all noticed when Mitch said who he was and they realized what family he was on from. They ain't messing with Mitch no more. Did y'all notice that? They took all their thoughts on Benny. They put everything on Benny ass. Because when he said who he was and them names matched up, oh, we ain't gonna even mess with you, baby. We gonna, okay, Benny, you better come correct. They want Benny to give them Candace's damn address because he said that he had been trying to call Candace and let her know about what had happened down at the hotel and her son passing. Benny won't give him no information and was basically telling him, look, if you ain't got no warrant for my arrest, then I'm going to see you when I see you. That's when he put Benny ass under arrest. But, baby, I'm going to tell you something about people. When they done been through something, okay, they don't give a damn about them bracelets you putting on. We should, in 2017, worry when you getting them bracelets applied to you because everybody, girl, y'all know, Philando and all the others, we know. So be careful about that. But I understood because I've been that person before. Well, put them fucking bracelets on me then. I don't give a damn. If Benny laughing it out, I don't care. I go to jail. He took him to jail for the murder of Quincy child. I said, Lord. So y'all know if you was watching the whole show last night, this show will not be back until July the 11th. They are taking a 2-week break. Now, Tyler, you can't come and slap us like this and leave us hanging like that. You don't just slap me and walk off. I need you to keep it up if you're going to do it. My mama said anything you do do it and do it well. So please hurry up and don't start all these breaks and pauses for no weeks at a time, because that throw everybody else off, and it make it harder for the reviewer, because we got to remind you and then do the current review. So come on now with that. But go on, have a happy 4th of July, because I know that's part of why you ain't coming back. Y'all, that was it on last night's episode of the Half and Half Nights review. It's been long yet again. I'm sorry, y'all. I talk a lot. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate this video. The more ratings I get, the more recognizable I become down here on these YouTube streets. Comment down in the panty section. I like having conversations with y'all. Y'all know I'm about that life. Subscribe to the channel. Become a part of the family, honey. It's real simple. You just hit that button, hit it twice to make sure you see the chimes. And every time I come through with a word, you're going to be the first one notified that I'm down here on the YouTube streets cutting up and talking shit and swallowing spit. You know that's what I do. So, y'all share this video also wherever it is that you share videos. And I'll see you guys back tomorrow for Queen Sugar. Y'all don't forget the GoFundMe campaigns in the description box. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. And it's cool. Just say a prayer for the people. Remember, where one or two are gathered in his name, he's there. So let's do that, right? All right. See y'all tomorrow for Queen Sugar. Peace.